You're listening to the Table 12 podcast. Danny Barr, Paul Marino, Rob Klein, pushing the board. Gentlemen.
How you doing, fellas?
Good afternoon.
So we've been off for 10 days, but I thank everyone for listening. We did a couple of shows off schedule, like we're doing today, but it's fine. It's people are still listening, downloading older shows. We now are only in one more state than we are country. We're up to 37 countries.
And we're in 38 states?
And we're in 38 states. And I got to tell you, into second place with a bullet, Vietnam.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
13 cities in Vietnam have downloaded our show.
That's remarkable.
Including Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City.
Speaking of other countries.
Is that near the Ho Chi Minh Trail?
I would imagine.
I'm just asking.
If it's not there, I don't know where it would be.
So the reason we were off schedule, I'll get to it, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Relax. It'll be Rob's turn in a second.
Yep.
The reason we were off schedule is our producer, Rob, went on vacation. Went traveling, flew places, cruised, you name it. And so, Rob, how was your vacation?
It was epic. It was unbelievable. It was so good that I forget half the places I've been.
So, Rob, I just asked Rob, and Paul, we asked him where he went, and he said he didn't remember.
You had to look it up.
He was just there last week.
I did. I had to look it up. I don't speak Spanish, so it's tough.
Well,
there's no signs in English?
No, there's signs in English, but I forgot.
The funny thing about going to the Dominican Republic is half the name is in Spanish, half the name's in English. So where in the Dominican did you go?
Puerto Plaza or Puerto Plata.
Puerto Plata.
Yeah.
And?
St. Thomas, which is U.S. Virgin Islands, right?
I don't know. You were there.
I've never been there.
Tortola.
Okay.
Which again, I think is the U.S. Virgin Islands. So Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Islands.
All right.
All right. So you basically took a plane to Miami and took the ship out of Miami.
Took a plane to Miami. We flew down Good Friday, hung out on Saturday in Miami with a friend that I haven't seen in 3 years. Had a lot of laughs. And then we got on the boat on Sunday and off we went.
So it was like a 7-day cruise.
7-day cruise, Sunday to Sunday.
Just you and Kathy?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
But we made new friends, and they're supposedly going to listen to this show.
Well, that's a good thing.
So I have to give a shout out to Ed and Allison and George and Sally. Those are people we met at Vibe Beach Club, which is a private adult club on the boat. No kids allowed. And we hung out a lot during the week. So
well, that's great.
They have our information, so maybe we'll pick up another couple.
So Ed and who?
Allison.
Ed and Allison. Hi, Ed and Allison.
And George and Sally.
George and Sally.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks for listening.
And
we officially have more listeners on this boat than we do at the cottage.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, how many? Where are they from? Are they from the States?
Now you're going to put me on the spot, aren't you? I couldn't remember what islands I visited. You'd expect me to remember where they're from?
Wow, that's amazing.
No, I remember.
Okay.
Well, then why are you arguing?
George and Sally.
Just answer the guy's question.
George and Sally are for Tennessee, not too far from bourbon country in Kentucky. And we drank a lot of bourbon, so that's how I know that.
So why you don't remember where you were.
Hence the forgetfulness. Yeah.
Ed and Allison, I'm thinking I'm going to have to broad stroke it here. Carolinas.
Okay.
One or the other.
Yeah. So you got two chances to be right. That's good.
Yeah, 50-50.
So you had a lot of good restaurants.
Well, I'm glad you made good friends.
Yeah.
I hope you wrote their addresses down.
No, we never really do that. I gave them my Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, we did. George only does LinkedIn, which I don't really do LinkedIn, but we'll see how that goes.
LinkedIn is a cult.
Yeah, I don't really use it, but
I don't use it.
We'll see.
I only use Instagram a little bit.
In 2006, I started a business, and I went on LinkedIn because I heard that's what you had to do.
For business.
And it took me 10 years for them to stop sending me emails. It was insane.
So anyway, you went to a couple of good restaurants. You were saying.
We went to a lot of great restaurants, all over the DR, and a lot of great restaurants on the St. Thomas and on the ship itself. But there was one restaurant that stood out as above and beyond all the rest. And that was called TRULUCK'S, and it's TRULUCK'S Ocean Finest Seafood and Crab in Miami. The corporation itself has 7 locations in Texas, 3 in Florida, 1 in Rosemont, Illinois, and 1 in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I put some pictures up on the TV so you can get an idea what I'm talking about as I give you a little brief overview.
For the listeners.
For the listeners. No, it's for you guys. I can put these pictures up on our brand new Facebook page.
Okay, so they'll be able to check that out. But go ahead, Rob.
So one of the most unique things about this
Wait,
restaurant...
before you go on, I'm just impressed. You had to go look up what islands you went to.
Yes.
But yet you managed to write down
The server.
12, 13 locations that this place has a restaurant.
Yes, but I took it off their website, so there wasn't a whole lot of skill involved there.
And it was Jesus.
You didn't have your travel arrangements
Yeah, it's
written down?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Paul, you're
Jesus
getting
was
ahead
the
of me.
manager, and Luana was his server.
Right, exactly. A big shout out to them. Paul's already stealing my thunder. We haven't even started.
Okay, go ahead.
So I put pictures up. But one of the most unique things about this restaurant that I've never seen.
Hold
here
on.
we go again.
You actually had to write out how to pronounce Jesus.
Like I would know that.
Yes.
Like Paul was going to say Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I would have
man.
probably said
you
Jesus.
had Jesus serving you.
Yeah, not serving us.
Was it
He
just
the
bread
manager.
and wine?
He was the manager.
He was the
Seafood?
manager.
And I don't
Seafood and
expect
wine.
Jesus not to be the manager. He's got to be the manager. Luana was the server.
He just
Or
walked,
Jesus.
He just walked over to your table, stuck his finger in your glass of water, and the next thing you know, you had a glass of wine.
That's it.
That's fantastic.
That's phenomenal. I tell you.
I would have remembered that, no matter how much bourbon I
You
had.
know what you call that? 5-star service.
That's. I'd have to give it a 6.
They actually have 4.7 stars on Open Table, which is really, really good.
So go ahead. So we didn't mean to interrupt your.
You've only
report.
interrupted me 3 times.
Well, this is what you call. This is what Danny calls a 3-way conversation.
We're just trying to keep it entertaining.
Is
Rob.
that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this? Here's the mind blower. There's a picture on the screen, normal menus, right? They're not normal menus. They're backlit, and they put the typed menu on it, and when you open up the menu, they're both backlit, so you don't have to get out your phone or your reading glasses or a table light. I've never seen that anywhere else.
So the table illuminates.
No, the menu illuminates.
The actual menu has a light in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
Full page.
Fancy.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Very great.
You're a fancy guy, Rob.
So I was looking at your appetizers, highlights, and main course. You ate all of that? That's a lot to eat.
No. The appetizers, we got snow crab are in season now. Stone crab, rather.
So you can hunt them.
Well, it's the only crab that you can rip one claw off, throw them back in, and it grows back.
So I just want to tell my buddy Bill Esperance, who listens, snow crab is in season, so get out your gun.
No, you don't use a gun. You use a net.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know Annette, but I'd appreciate her help.
There we go.
So you had the main course. That's all the stuff you had? You had crab,
No.
lobster,
That's
prime
what they
sea-
offer.
That's what they offer. What'd you have out of that?
Okay, if you work, first of all,
Go down to the bottom of the page.
Holy
Read
crap.
ahead, Paul.
Oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to jump ahead because I don't want to steal his thunder.
Well, you already did, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, here's another great thing. Other than all that stuff that they have there, which is crab, lobster, prime seafood, prime steaks, assorted add-ons, they have plant-based option, which isn't for me. But one of the nice things on the prime seafood, they offer petite portions. So like a half
That's right up
portion.
your alley, Rob.
I got the petite portion because I wanted to try more stuff.
Did you order petite portions of bourbon or no?
One
No.
finger.
Because you can't remember where he went. He
ordered-
doesn't know where he went. Doesn't know where he came when he came back.
Hey, listen, I took
had
the
one
time to
finger
put
of
this
bourbon.
whole thing together.
On the rocks. One finger on the rocks. I'm keeping it light, keeping it petite.
Snapper Pontchartrain. What is that?
It's Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain.
So you went to the Caribbean,
Mhm.
where this restaurant was in Miami.
Correct.
So you went to Miami for you to have a dish that's named after a lake in New Orleans, and Kathy had a dish named after a sea halfway around the world.
Right. We like to expand our horizons when we travel.
Why don't
so
you have a
we're
Miami
covering
dish?
more area.
Why didn't you have a dish from Miami?
They didn't have one from Miami. Everything was like, I don't know.
Now, did somebody recommend this restaurant to you, or you just found it on your own, like near the hotel or something?
Just found it on our own on Open Table. And even though we had a lot of seafood, we just wanted more.
Nice. That's good.
So the entrees were spectacular. Everything was great. The service was unbelievable. But the best thing in the world was they have what's called a world-class carrot cake. And there's a picture of it on the screen. It is by far the best carrot cake I've ever had in my life. And you two both know I love to eat. And they drizzle it with warm butterscotch. Then they put spiced pecans on it. And then we paired it with a kind of port wine.
Well,
Did you order one piece or two?
I had the carrot cake. Kathy had a chocolate thing.
Okay.
well, first of all, I'm not going to ask how they warmed the drizzle because I don't want anything know anything about that.
Well, I'm
I
sure
don't-
Jesus,
I don't,
Jesus warmed the drizzle just by holding the little thing.
I
They have what you call a ladle, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't eat carrot cake or drink port, so I'm going to take your word on it, Rob.
Anyway, I promised Luana and Jesus that we would say hi, recognize their restaurant for such great service. So thanks for helping out with that.
Yep. Hello to Jesus and Luana.
Yeah, Jesus, Luana.
And if you
Thanks
guys
for
ever
helping
get
out
to
Rob and
Miami,
Kathy.
you ever get to Miami or any of those other places, go.
Sounds great. I'm glad you had a great time. You deserve it. You had a rough winter.
Had a
On
rough
your-
winter.
Trying to get your leg back to shape, which was the goal, is to get on that trip, and you made it. So good for you.
Yep.
I actually have a vacation planned to Rosemont, Illinois, so maybe
Hey, you're in.
maybe we'll try it out.
Do you
Oh,
really?
there
Have,
you-
you
do
really
you
don't?
really?
No.
Oh.
But if you did, you might now you might choose to go there. You don't know. Do you like Miami?
Never been.
You like Texas?
Yeah, I've been all over eastern Texas.
Well, they have like 7 locations in Texas. Why don't you go there?
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, all right.
And when you come back, maybe you can remember where you were. If you do go
I
there.
can tell you where I was in the Dominican Republic.
Did you go on any trips
10
this
years
week?
ago.
Did you go on any trips this week?
Where did I go this week? Franklin.
Oh, okay.
Franklin,
It's not bad.
Tennessee?
No, Franklin, the borough of Franklin.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And went to Middletown, New York.
Well, you worked there.
Yeah, that's why I went.
Mm-hmm. Well, pretty soon you won't have to go.
How about you?
Well, here's what I did. I chose to do a comparison because the last time we met, Rob and I gave you a review on McDonald's new hamburger, the Big Arch, which I thought was pretty good. Okay, but now Burger King had to come out with the new type of more improved, much improved Whopper. So I said,
Okay.
I got to give equal time here. I mean, here's the key part. Now, this is why I like I'm going to give the edge to the Whopper with cheese. Is because if you order it's special, something different, it's a fresh one. Like they mass produce them for Whopper. Everybody's ordering them. I said no mayo, so I got a special Whopper with cheese, no mayo.
Wait a minute. You don't like mayo?
No, I don't. Not on a hamburger.
Wait, you don't like mayo?
Not on a hamburger. I like it like in a BLT, light mayo. I'm not a big mayo fan.
What about the people in the mayonnaise
No.
factory?
They're gonna have to. I still eat mayo. It's not the same thing as the mustard bit. No, because I still eat it. I just don't like
eat
it
a
on
little
my.
bit.
I don't like it on my hamburger.
Not enough to get a family through the winter.
But the key part is here for some people keeping it home, score at home. If you order something a little, just deviate from something on there,
You
like
get it
no
fresh.
onion.
You get it
comes
fresh.
It's beautiful.
Right.
It's fresh.
I always order plain
Okay, now here's.
because I don't like anything on it.
Paul, I'm going to tell you something. Here's the thing. I went back and had a second Big Arch.
So did I.
Didn't like it.
Really? I liked it the
No,
second
I didn't
time,
like
too.
it the second time. And I
Right.
think the Whopper's
Well, you
better.
need to try the Whopper. I think and you know
I
what?
think
You
the
can
Whopper's
taste it was
good.
char-broiled. It was like a barbecue type of thing. But I had a lot of questions from one of the previous broadcasts about Dan here.
Charbroil's not
When
barbecue.
we were talking about the arch the last time, you and me, Rob,
Yeah.
Dan said something like, I'm paraphrasing, I can't quote him, I don't eat hamburgers.
See, I'm not the only
So
one that
some
can't
people
remember.
ask me, a lot of fans of yours ask me, does that mean Dan never had a hamburger, or he just says maybe because he's on his diet he don't eat them anymore? So now you have to clarify this for the fans, Dan. I don't know. Go on a limb here and
Sure,
answer
I
for
can
you.
make that very easy.
Beautiful.
Never had one.
You never had a hamburger.
You
No.
never had a hamburger?
It's chopped meat. I don't eat chopped meat. So it could be a texture thing, not a taste thing.
Okay.
I don't eat meatballs. I don't eat meatloaf.
All right. So you're not worried about the mayonnaise on the hamburger because you don't even a hamburger.
When I was a kid, I was forced to eat meatloaf once because you put it on the table.
Yeah,
that's all
it's
you
not
eat.
like now where you can order your own dinner. Yeah.
No, it's and it's very triggering to me. It was a very traumatic experience. I just don't like chopped meat.
All right. So you don't like it. So when the question was asked, I couldn't answer because I said I don't know if he meant because he's on a diet now. He doesn't go for hamburgers anymore, or because that question was, does that mean he never had one? And you just clarified it for the people out there in Vietnam that don't.
I know going in, I'm not going to like it.
Okay. Because then I had to think. Now I'm thinking back. When we go to a restaurant, have lunch or something, you always get chicken tenders or something like that. You never get a hamburger.
I eat a lot of chicken. But I've always
See,
eaten
we
a lot
cleared
of chicken.
Rob. We cleared something up from a previous show here.
Yeah, he's the cow from Chick-fil-A.
I didn't realize that there was a lingering question out there.
Yeah, can you believe that? I get these kind of questions thrown at me, and sometimes I gotta have to check with the.
I guess I should go out in public.
Well, once in a while it doesn't hurt. I mean, but So anyway, Dan, a lot of sports happening. I know you caught the Masters. I got to tell you before I interrupt you, because then you don't like it. I actually watched it too because I like the Masters. I just don't watch the whole thing. Go ahead.
All right, no, you switched it up on me. Sorry.
How do you not watch the whole thing? You have to watch
I
the
can't
end.
watch the whole thing.
Oh, God.
I watched it intermediate.
It was great.
I loved it. The end was great.
It was well, that's usually the best part. I'm thinking a par 4 on the front 9 is not going to interest you.
Well, I watch it intermediate. Like it kind of catches my eye, but then I know at the end of the day here on Sunday, I got to catch it.
It was a very exciting Masters, and that's because Rory makes it exciting. So, walking off the course Friday, he had a 6-stroke lead. And then Saturday and Sunday, over the course of 2 rounds, he shot even par. He got lucky. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm a big Rory fan.
So am I.
But he got lucky. He should have never won that tournament. He won because all the other players didn't play well.
At the end, especially.
All weekend. Scotty Scheffler shot a round of a lifetime on Saturday, but he had a 74 on Friday. So it put him just out of reach on Sunday. If Rory had played his normal round, he would have ran away with it. But he didn't. And if Scotty had played a normal round on Friday and shot a 68, he would have won the tournament.
Yeah, because he only came one stroke short.
He came in second place, but he was 3 strokes back. But 2 strokes back. But no, Rory got lucky that the rest of the field didn't play well on Sunday.
I thought Scotty Scheffler finished minus 11 and Rory was minus 12 because he had to take an extra shot.
Oh, he bogeyed the 18.
Yeah, because if he would have, I mean, it was
right.
it was really close. But if he had missed that, then it would have been a tie.
But I mean, there was no way he wasn't going to triple bogey the 18th.
No.
So,
but even the 18th though got a little dicey because he hit it into the.
But he went wide right all week.
Yeah,
he was heading wide right. So I wasn't surprised. He'd been over there every round except Saturday. But listen, back to back, it's only the 3rd or 4th time. Faldo did it, Tiger did it, and Jack did it. So it was the 4th time it's ever happened.
4th time.
Scotty went bogey free for the weekend, which is the first time since they started recording this shit since 1942. No one's done it. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Cameron Smith played well. I mean, he won the tournament, the TPC, a couple weeks ago. He had a chance to win this. That was fun. He's really playing well. He's a top 10 player. I was disappointed in Justin Rose. Justin Rose lost to Rory last year at the wire, and he bogeyed at 17, I think, and took him out of it. And, Justin Rose is 45 years old. Time's running out. Clock's ticking. He's not going to have any more opportunities.
Yeah.
So, and he's never won. And I personally, as much of a fan as Rory as I am, he won it last year. Back-to-back is fun. It's great to see. I'm happy for him. But I like to see somebody new get a green jacket.
Right.
Because unlike all the other tournaments, when you win the Masters, see, the significance of the green jacket is it makes them a member of the club.
Right.
So that's why you see the other non-players wear green jackets, because they're members.
Right.
All right. So that's the accolade. You're now a lifetime member of Augusta National.
Now, if you already won it before, do you get a second green jacket?
No, they put the same jacket on you. So it's not like you have a locker with four. Like Nicholas doesn't have a locker with
Right,
five.
that's what I mean. So
five
you don't
jackets in
get
it.
you bring your jacket
No.
with you.
So yes, well, you would anyway, because there's events.
Right.
That
There's events that
attend.
you're going to wear at night.
And the previous winner, last year's winner, hosts a dinner Wednesday night.
And he did that.
And he
They
did
were
that.
talking about that, yeah.
So, but if you look at 86, Jack won in 86 as the oldest player to ever win. If you YouTube it and you see them putting the green jacket on him, it's out of style because the jacket's 30 years old.
Okay.
So, and the jackets change style as fashion
Right,
changes.
yeah.
So this one you're not going to notice because he just won it last year. But it is funny when you see a large gap between wins, the difference in jacket that they're putting up. No, they bring the jacket in from the locker and say, hand it to
Did Nicholas win it 4 times?
four or five. Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Tiger won it 4 times.
Jack was not supposed to win in 86. It was a big upset that he won it, but he did. But what I loved about it was he had a yellow shirt and green plaid pants on because he knew it matched the Masters jacket.
Okay.
Like, the ensemble matched.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Where Tiger on Sunday always wears black pants and a red shirt.
Right.
Ricky Fowler always wears a shirt from Oklahoma, his university, the orange, like Puma. That's why he wears Puma, because the color is the same as his college. But yeah, Jack wore an ensemble because he knew he was going to win that Sunday.
That's funny.
But listen, it's the best tournament of the year.
It is, yeah.
It's the most fun. It's the most beautiful golf course. And no, I've never been to it. You can't get on it. It's really
And
difficult.
one of the backstories I was listening to towards the end, he was flying back on a private jet practicing, Rory was, from Florida, because it's not that far from Florida, during the week or the weeks before the tournament. He was coming up and he was playing the course a couple times. He came up. Did you know that?
Well, I saw an interview with him. I know he did that the year before.
He did it this year.
I didn't
too.
know he did it this year
Yeah.
because in the interview he said last year, because he had never won, and that was the last link to the career Grand Slam,
Right.
that he was coming up and he couldn't wait for the tournament to start and all that. And he said this year he didn't care if the tournament ever started because he'd already won it. So it wasn't as he wasn't as anxious about it, and it was a lot less pressure this time. But I would imagine walking off the course Saturday, he was feeling some pressure.
Oh, yeah. Because he didn't play well that day. He was ahead.
Yeah, he blew his lead. So it was a great tournament. Always is. I look forward to it. Masters Sunday is one of my favorite days of sports of the year. And since we're on this, before we go on to a different subject, because you look anxious to change subjects, I know when I'm boring you.
No, you're not boring me.
Rob,
Yes.
you said we were texting back and forth yesterday during the match.
Yes.
He wanted Young, I think.
I wanted
No.
Young.
No, yeah, that's fine. I love Cameron Young. He's great. Did I say Smith earlier? I meant Cameron Young. Won the tournament a couple weeks ago, Tournament Players Champion. You called it a great game.
Yeah, that's right. We had a little controversy.
Yeah,
there.
we had a little problem there.
Right. So I wanted to bring this up to you because you don't play golf, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the benefit of your ignorance.
Okay, I don't think I'm ignorant, but okay, you can give it a
I don't think you
swipe.
had to go there.
When
but go ahead.
you refer to golf, it's a match.
It's a golf game.
The golf is a game. But when you're referring to people competing against each other, it's a match. Just like tennis. Tennis is a game, but you call it a tennis match.
Tennis match.
Okay? So here's what I thought today, because I had never given this much thought.
But they always ask you, like, hey, how was your golf game today?
Exactly.
Because it's a game.
Uh-huh.
But did he win the game, the match?
No, he
because of
won the match.
Yeah, he won the match because he played a great game.
Correct. So boxing,
Boxing.
is it a game or a match?
It's a match.
It's a match. So here's the thing. When it's individual,
The key. Not team. Because you don't say hockey match.
correct. It's a hockey game. It's a
Right.
basketball game. It's
But
a
it's
football game. It's a baseball
individual
game.
golfers.
But when it's an individual sporting event where individuals compete against each other,
Well, that's why I asked you
It's
just
a
now.
match.
It's not a team sport. It's
correct. I'm agreeing.
It's individual.
Correct. So do you understand me now, Rob?
Sure.
Baseball game.
So-
Now, baseball is one-on-one also, but it's still a team game. But it's individual. Pitcher
Not
against.
when they're in the field. At the plate, time for individual achievement. I get nowhere.
Okay, well, you're clearing it up. I think you're clearing it up right.
So Rory played a great match. He plays a great game.
Right.
And that's how
Okay.
you refer
No,
to
you're making
golf.
sense. You're making a lot of sense.
Okay, Rob?
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, Dan.
Okay, you sound thrilled.
I'm absolutely ecstatic over here.
Rob doesn't like me. Let's put it out there.
I have nothing
Rob
against you at
doesn't
all.
like me. I'm joking, Rob. Trying to keep it entertaining.
Just remember, Rob pushes the buttons.
You can push the button anytime you want. My car's out front.
So anyway, Dan, you can do some current events, and then I'll get back to wrap up the other stuff.
So the big story today is as I was pulling up
As you were
to
pulling
Rob's
up
house.
to the studio.
to the
today.
studio, Rob's studio, Eric Swalwell's resignation was being read on the House floor. This is a great day for me.
Okay.
I hate the guy. I've hated him for years. I knew he was a worm. He's a fake. He made a name for himself being an anti-never Trumper.
Right.
He lambasted Kavanaugh.
Yes.
He hitched his wagon to the Me Too movement. All the while,
He was.
he was committing sexual assault.
Right.
What a scumbag. What a scumbag.
Glass house mentality.
Well, what do I always say? The people that scream the loudest are most likely guilty of what they're screaming about.
Yep.
And he was screaming. Him and Schiff were the two big voices during the impeachment hearings and all that. And he got now. And this is what I always say: the sociopathic tendencies of these people. They have no clue that they'll ever get caught at something. So what's he do? He runs for governor of California.
Now, did people come? I didn't really track the story too closely, but did people come forward? There was a lot of people coming forward.
Yeah, one of
Victims
his
and
one of his aides is accusing him of raping her twice,
Wow.
and charges are being filed in New York on it.
Okay.
He could end up in jail. This guy,
Probably.
but
if that's the case.
well, I don't hold out a lot of hope that these people are ever held accountable, but I hope he does. But if you know you've done these things,
Why would you think you could?
why would you run for governor?
Outside of being this arrogant. you know?
They're blind.
Yeah.
They just don't think they're getting caught. So for the hell of it, I went online today and looked up congressional investigations. Wow, is that a long list?
Oh, yeah.
And they had a graph And it's a long list on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
It's a long list. Most of it is bribery and ethics violations.
How do you think they get their money? They
Ethics violations.
go in there with no
one.
money over a course of a career. They're millionaires, multi.
Yeah, but not many of them are being investigated for insider trading. They should all be, but there's not many of that because you're just holding up a mirror if you start accusing someone of the crap you're doing. But they put up a graph of the last like 125 years of congressional investigations, and only since 2010 does sexual harassment come into play.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to tell me that for the 100 years prior to that, no one was doing that? No, it just wasn't reported.
Right.
And I'm thrilled that it's being reported, and I hope more women come out about what these people do, and more people should come out and hold these people accountable. But I just think Justice, he withdrew from the governor's race, and now he's resigned from Congress.
And things have kind of opened up in that governor race now a little bit. The next Democrat, they don't have a strong candidate now. He was supposed to be the guy.
Well, he was.
And now leading. The Republican, I don't remember his name.
Steve Hilton.
Yeah, Steve Hilton, that's it. I should remember that name. But, people are getting fed up there. They may have they actually could put a Republican in there.
It's possible. It hasn't happened since Schwarzenegger.
Now, isn't he one of obviously the Hilton clan?
No.
He's not.
No, he's from England.
Okay.
He was on Fox. He had his own show on Fox for a while, yeah. It was on at night. I never really watched it. I've only seen clips. But, he was a political talking head on Fox. And California resident. And when they had the fires in L.A. Last year and nothing's being done and no permits are being issued and people aren't rebuilding their houses, he decided to run for governor.
Okay.
And he's now the leader. But see, California is bipartisan, nonpartisan, I guess you would call it. There is no Republican or Democrat win the governor's race.
I didn't know
They
that.
just take the top two people, regardless of party, after the primary. So when they debate, which they're going to, you'll have Republicans and Democrats all up on stage at the same time.
I didn't know that.
So, but right now Steve Hilton is leading. But the top, so you have two top Democrats in the race, and one of them is the woman who threw steaming hot potatoes on her husband and walks off interviews when she's questioned or what have you, and the other one's a billionaire, and which is funny. They all go out and campaign against billionaires, but yet you've got one running for governor, a Democrat billionaire running for governor in California. But right now Steve Hilton is leading them all, not by much, a point or two. So
yeah, so you don't know how that's going to go.
This tightened up the race by him withdrawing, and there's rumors that actually he's most likely guilty, and he's pretty much admitted to it all. But they're wondering if there's some Democrat colluding going on to get him out of there, because they were diluting the Democrat side of that ticket. Even though they don't do party, they were diluting that side of the ticket.
Oh.
So it's, thank God it's California.
Yeah.
3,000 miles away. But speaking 3,000 miles away, Artemis landed.
Yep. I watched the landing.
I saw the replay.
Actually, it was a splashdown, but
it looked like it was 1969 again.
It looks the same.
So there's including those floats that pop out. They look exactly like you could have been watching video of 1969.
Yeah, obviously the film might not have been as sharp because it's older, but it's done the same exact way as your point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad that they all got back safe. It was pretty good. They seemed like a lot of camaraderie there.
One of the things I was reading is when they were taking the photographs of the dark side of the moon, they were 4,000 miles away from the moon. That's how far they were. So that's 1,000 miles farther than California.
Right.
And they were talking about how close they got. I'm thinking, that's pretty damn far.
Yeah.
But the detail of the photographs are unbelievable, considering how far away they were.
Yep.
But the thing that amazed me the most about the splashdown is, did you see them get off the chopper on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier that picked them up?
Yes.
After 10 days in that capsule, they just walked out of the chopper, started walking across the flight. I mean, they had a wheelchair there in case they needed it, but they all just walked across the flight deck. I have trouble. I need a minute when I get to work because I just spent an hour in the car.
Well, can't they? I mean, I don't know the logistics of what I saw on the inside of that. They can stretch out and can they stand up completely?
No, there's no
they
gravity.
Can't stand, but they can't stand up in the capsule at all, right?
Well, I'm sure they stretch, but there isn't a lot of room, and there's no gravity, so they float.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess that they must have been stretching in the helicopters. They wouldn't walk around. They were.
I'm telling you,
that was interesting.
I just know I'm not in shape to be an astronaut.
Well, not no more. Back in the old days when I saw you in your hippie outfit over the weekend.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I said, "Oh my God!" But
I had it
that was
going
kind of
on.
cool. That was a real throwback. That was Grateful Dead stuff there.
It was 1981.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But and the war is we're still in the ceasefire here.
Blockade, though.
They're blockading. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen if they're going to cave. It seems like they're starting to get back to the table again. They're playing hardball, but I don't think they have any ball. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Well, so what I heard today, Iran's entire GDP is gone for the next year. And they're losing $450 million a day with this blockade.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's not much.
So, and what do we always say on this show when we talk about it's economics? You
Right.
have to choke them out economically.
Right.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they deplete their defense system. So there is no defense system, which you had to do first so they can't fight against the blockade. So you deplete their defense system. They still don't want to talk? Okay. Now we're going to block your boats.
Yeah, there's no money coming in.
Right. But there's also no oil going out to Europe.
Yeah, but we said we're going to sell you. We'll sell you if you need it. That's what I think. I don't know if that's going to work, but
Here's what really bothers me about that. We talked about this prior. If we don't need their oil, why do our prices go up?
that
And
doesn't
it's
make
because
sense.
it's the global market. Prices are set by the global market. But when I see Trump stand there and say, we don't need their oil, in fact, we're selling ours.
Then why are the gas
Why
prices
aren't
going
we
up? I agree.
benefiting it from it?
100%.
We should,
Drill. Wait.
right.
If we have the oil, why are the prices going up?
Why can't we withdraw from the global market? Just withdraw from it and say, we'll set our own pricing. If we're now selling to foreign countries and we're taking in all this oil from Venezuela and drilling our own oil, why can't we just set our own price?
And I've seen all these people come on these other stations. They show clips of him. Yeah, they want us to fail. They want him to fail. When they said he wasn't the war wasn't going our way. I don't know what they're looking at. Schumer got up and did a PowerPoint presentation in Congress. I don't know what he's looking at. Number one, and number two. Once he did the ceasefire, they said, "Oh, he caved." Well, he caved. Like you can't win with these people.
Well, it's when these people stay in office too long, old clips
Come back.
come back, and there's Schumer talking about Iran and how we need to take them out, and they all preached
The same thing. But now
30 years ago what he's
wait till
doing now.
Yeah, we're not going to let him get away with it. They sent them, Obama sent them a truckload of money. They had set up this Iran deal, which Kerry came out this weekend and said he never should have stopped that deal. It was a great deal. How do you figure that, Kerry? Come on.
There's actually a clip of Kerry when he was in talks under Obama, and Iran walked out of the talks, Kerry running after them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Now, you're not going to see Rubio or Vance run after anybody.
No.
And in fact, Vance left him at the table.
Yeah.
So they, and had Kamala won, you think they're going to negotiate with a woman?
No.
They hate women.
Stereo.
They hate women. They're not going to negotiate with a woman.
I'm not sure if they're going to have to re-up the military force again. If they're going to, I didn't want to see them bomb the power plants and hurt the people over there because they've been suffering enough.
Well, they haven't done that yet.
Well, I hope he doesn't. I think that's part of the
They took
bluff.
out one bridge.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the power plants where they.
Well, it's a bluff.
I think it is.
Well,
he's playing poker. Yeah.
Well, he said it himself. Trump said himself.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want these people to not have the tools and the energy they need to rebuild. I want them to be able to rebuild. We take out their power plants, they can't rebuild. But now they came back and said they want to be able to put a 20-year moratorium on the uranium. And Trump said, no, that's not long enough. And I agree. It should be a generation.
Yeah.
It should be an entire generation. What is that, 50 years? So they can get another generation in leadership there that's going to be sensible.
Right.
But I think the heat gets to them.
Yeah.
But
so
the last thing, the only thing I got is you're reading about the Pope and Trump going back and forth, right? Personally, I don't think the Pope should get involved in politics, but I think he should also read his own history of the Vatican.
Well, because they were directly involved in World War II.
Yeah.
They made a deal with the Nazis.
They should read their own history.
Exactly.
That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not a Catholic, but Vatican history is not a stellar history. And the last Pope welcomed Biden in, who was pro-choice.
Right.
So the Vatican doesn't have a problem turning the other cheek when they need to. But maybe they should just stay out of this. That's all I was going to say about that.
All right, so let's wrap it up.
You want to talk the Yankees skid before we go?
Well,
that was a shame.
Well, last night they broke the skid. They won in the bottom of the ninth, 11-10. It was a back and forth game, a lot of home runs. A lot of home runs. Trout had 2 homers. Judge, Grissom, they all had 2 homers. They lost. That would have been their 6th straight loss, but they won. So they were 5 straight losses. Didn't look good in the losses. They can't hit. Just like the Mets had 5 straight losses. They lost last night, so they went 6 down against the Dodgers. They got to play the Dodgers 2 more games. I think that the Yankees don't have the same problems the Mets do. I think the Mets have serious issues. But baseball's just starting to get going. It's not even 20 games yet. So you can't make too many determinations. But the Knicks are in the playoffs. They start Saturday against the Atlanta Hawks.
They're off this first round, right? They're starting up the next round.
No. There's no buys. It's they play
there's isn't there 4 games?
They're having play-ins.
Play-ins.
But that's just tonight and tomorrow night.
Right.
And they play the top 2 seeds. But there's still 4 series they got to win. The play-in games are just 1, and then there's a second game. But
who's the top seed in the East? The Sixers?
No.
Pistons.
No. The Pistons are number 1. The Celtics are number 2. The Knicks are number 3. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are number 4.
Okay. Yeah, I meant the Pistons.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
I really try.
No, you're doing all right.
I try to participate in this stuff.
So we'll see what happens with that, and as we move forward here in the coming weeks. So,
how's hockey going for you?
No, it's the first time since 1982 that all 3 teams did not make the playoffs.
Buffalo's got the best team in hockey.
1982. So, all right, so that wraps up this segment, Dan. We'll work on another one in a couple of minutes. Thanks, guys.
All right. See ya.